I think that's all of them. Good morning. My hair's a hot mess. Hello. Good morning. Sorry, I'm like hyper focused on this thread. Have you ever like detangled a thread and it's just there's thread just coming out of everywhere? There we go. All right. Happy Tuesday. Sorry I was a little bit late. I had to drop off the sleep apnea test to my doctor's office. I've been having a rough morning. Good morning. I woke up and I was like, Kendall, my head hurts. And he's like, oh, you have another migraine coming? I was like, no, my forehead actually hurts. And look, I don't know if it's a mosquito bite or if I woke up and knocked my head into something, but this hurts. Look at it's so swollen. I'm just gonna hide it with my hair right now. Do a Justin Bieber circa 2010. Remember when his bangs were just like across his face like Aaliyah's? So yeah, so I dropped off all the kids, had to drop off the sleep apnea test, and today I am going to be doing not a test bag. I'm going to be doing a backpack for a strike fabric, and I'm excited because it's been a minute since I made the terracotta backpack by Country Cow, and I have an idea with piping that I'm going to try, and I'm actually excited. It's a weird one because this is one of the few bags that has like definitely no binding, but it looks very structured. I usually have a tendency of going towards backpacks that have binding because I like the skeletal features that they have and it gives it structure. Even if you make it with cotton, wax canvas, or whatever, there's like a really structured element to it. But this backpack, for it to be come in two shapes, like a round and a boxy round, it looks like it has binding and it has zero. So it's one of my favorite bags to make. Good morning, everyone. So yeah, I wanted to share with you. I didn't know Emmeline Bags had two things that I had no idea that they had. One, they have 70 weight thread from Oman. So I got this magenta color, and this is so pretty. And gold. Okay, so here's the thing. I buy gold all the time because I can never find gold that actually looks like the hardware color. I know that sounds weird, but I have a rose gold that looks like the hardware color. I have an antique brass that looks like antique brass color, but I have never found a gold that actually looks like the gold. I'm always on a mission for that because I think it's a really cool strap feature to have, like if your backpack strap or your crossbody strap has the same color stitching as the hardware. I just think it looks really sleek and elegant. So yeah, it's not the gold that I like, but nonetheless, I like this. This kind of reminds me of the X-Men yellow color. Yes, this is how I refer to thread colors. Like when I get thread charts for colors, I usually mark off the name and put what I think like the superhero or cartoon character that or something. This reminds me of the X-Men yellow. I don't know. You put this next to green and you'll see, yeah, X-Men, right? But I've been looking, I had like regular purple that I got from Saya Swags, and it's absolutely gorgeous. But I was looking for like a mauve. I like a different color purple, and this is actually really pretty. So I got those two things, and they had something else that I had no idea. They have lock templates for their locks. So if you buy certain flip flops, you can use this, and you can cut out the perfect shape, so that way you're not fussing around. Sorry, my throat is like, I don't know. So, let's see. Yeah, that's all I pretty much have today is I'm not testing, I'm striking a bag, and I have to get my daughter later on, and that's it. But my day is pretty breezy, I think, today. I've been having good days. I finished my test bag yesterday. I really think when the bag comes out, you guys are gonna absolutely love it. I can't go into details because there's a privacy thing with designers, but I think you're really gonna like it. It's a fun summer bag, but I can see it definitely going back to school too. You know how we have to find a balance with bags. So yeah, I know I seen the car bag come out yesterday. Um, they say that this bag is super beginner friendly, but it's a beautiful pattern. So I was looking at that. There's a couple patterns that came out yesterday, I think. So I'm trying to think of the other, the other ones I can't. I know it's so big. But it's my forehead. It looked like I'm a unicorn that someone just chopped off my horn, and this is the swelling from it. I mean, it hurts, but not like where I need to go to the doctor hurts. It hurts more like a bruise, like you bumped your head, or I bump into everything. Like I know I have a massive bruise on my arm because I always hit the dresser. Somehow, some way, in the middle of the night, my arm runs through the dresser. It's probably about a spider bite. Yeah, because um, I was like, you probably got bit by a spider on my forehead, though. That the skin in that your forehead is not a lot. There's not a lot of excess skin here, so when it's stretching and swelling, it's not the best. Um, but it should be okay. Kendall said, "Well, my Wolverine powers, I should heal soon." Good morning. No, when I get bit by mosquitoes, I swell up like the size of a grapefruit. I have the worst reaction to mosquito bites. This is why summer is not my favorite season. Although my birthday's in summer, I can't stand mosquitoes. I don't know anyone that's like, "Oh, I love mosquitoes," but they like attack me in full force, and I'm just like, "Okay, this sucks." And same with my son. My son does it too. We look like we have like you would think we have the chicken pox or something because they just tear us up. Kindle gets it occasionally, but just not as bad. Um, yeah. Okay, so the tester fabric I'm doing is on from Backstitch Fabrics, and if you're in the Facebook group, they have like the catalog of what's coming next week, and the fabric is so gorgeous. I got the Ghibli, and I really like this print. It's like kind of timeless. It's just I love how they put their cartoon characters together. I know this sounds weird, but it looks like it could be for an adult or a child. So I appreciate that because sometimes when the fabric looks too kiddish, I'm like, okay, I can get it, but my kid demographic is not as big as my male. Okay, so mostly predominantly I have feminine bags, right? So I have a lot of women demographics that buy my bags, like because you break down on like who, what, where, and why. But I do have a large male. Most of the male, the 50% of the male that buy it are buying it for someone else. But I do get like for every female I get asking a custom order, I get a male, and they are really adamant about colors. Like the men, they don't want anything with shiny, so it's either antique, silver, or black, matte black, not gunmetal that they want. Two, the characters can't be kiddish. So a good example of non-kiddish like superheroes are like Notorious has a superhero print where they're not chiblis, they're not little pudgy characters. They're the actual characters drawn out from like the comic books. And to throw it off, it's like the 80s comic books. Like, so it has that more rugged appeal. People, they buy that. So I have to be really careful with fabric because sometimes I buy fabric just because I like it, not necessarily I can sell something with it. And that's where it gets me in trouble. Most of, like, so my stash, 70% of it's just because this is the demographic that I get. But then there's like the 30% off of fabric that I just like. Like, I don't get a whole lot of people requesting Tula Pink for me, but there's certain Tula Pink fabric that I will buy. Like the Nightshades girls, here I come. I've been waiting for you for years. I am going to buy pre-order from everybody because that's something that I really like. No one's asked me for it, for the bag, backpack, or anything. That's just personal fabric. I like a lot of the Riley Blake, like the Little Women, personal thing. I did when someone did ask me for like, do I have any authors or book characters, and I showed them that it did sell. I sold like 6 book like bowl cozies and Kindle tablet in there, but yeah, it's interesting. So I always try to tell people to keep a wide variety of different fabrics because you never know what somebody will like. I bought the Breakfast Club fabric for myself like 4 years ago, and I have made 4 different bags for other people that were like, I have never seen the Breakfast Club on any kind of fabric. I want this. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Don't even get me started. Alexander Henry gets me in trouble because he'll come out with a really cool pinup goth girls, and I'm like, I'm buying every single last one of you in every colorway. I have, and then the one with the Ghastly, I don't know. No one has ever asked me for any of that. It's just I find it interesting every year, like the scenes that they do. It's like watching a comic book. He is so talented. He is so talented. Yes. You always get commissions for like the weirdest things. And the thing is that so what I do is if someone comes up to me like, what fabric do you have? That's like a loaded question because it's easier for me to tell you what I don't have than what I do have. So when I ask like, do you want comic books? Do you want Disney? Do you want something elegant? Do you want like Tula Pink? Tula Pink has never been asked for me, although I've had Tula Pink's pink bags that buy for me. So what happens is like after I do the testing, I'll throw the bag up, and if it's Tula Pink, it does sell. But no one ever has commissioned me to do a Tula Pink bag. It's really weird. Like I feel like you're in a no-win situation with when it comes to fabric. So I'll try to like, do you want Star Wars? Do you want Star Trek? Like go on and going on. And then I'll get weird ones like, do you have Bluey fabric? No. I don't because all my kids are 11 and older, so they have not watched really Bluey. They know of it. So then I'm on a scavenger hunt trying to find Bluey fabric, or I'll ask a friend that has a smaller kid, what is the show about? So that way I can have a gist. I'm really weird too. If I'm testing a bag and it's fabric, like let's say I'm doing Studio Ghibli, I'll watch a Studio Ghibli movie while I am trying to figure out what bag. So that way I can get a gist of the filling. Even though I've watched it before, that's how I get into my bag. It's really weird. I know it's not, it's unorthodox probably. Like, so if someone asks me for the It bag, even though I don't want to watch it, I'll watch it so that way I can get some kind of fillings to construct a bag. I don't know what's wrong with me. Good morning. Happy birthday. I hope you get some awesome stuff today. Cake, flowers, and everything. I've been reaching out of my comfort zone too. I don't like hear me out. I like fabric that has rainbows on it, but I don't like it when it's like flecks or like don't get mad at me, Alison Glass. There's only certain Alison Glass fabrics I like. I like when she does the darker colors in the rainbow, with the lighter ones, I'm like hard pass, right? So I've been reaching out of my box, and I just been looking at different like non-custom fabric people. Like there are so many designers out there. Like I was on Fabric Shoppy's page, and they had like this person that had like a steampunk line. I was like, wait. My quilt shop doesn't have anything cool like this. It's usually Alison Glass and Camelot. And not even like Camelot Harry Potter and here's your some Disney stuff. No, no, no. It's like something that you would never use. Like no one's ever asked me to make them a bag with sewing fabric, like with sewing themed. So like I'm like, I don't, as much as I like it because I am a sewist, I'm not making myself anything out of it, and no one's requested it. So like my quilt shop is small. Like it's the front room, the front of the store looks like a studio apartment. Then there's a bathroom and there's a back door. And when you go to the back door, it's a massive like two-bedroom apartment of like freehand motion classes and they have that. But their fabric selection is shoddy. It's really bad. And if I want to go to another store, I have to go to Baltimore, I have to go to DC, and then I'm just like, screw it, I'm just going to buy it online. Thank you, COVID, where it makes me not have the gumption to go to a brick and mortar. And I know I should, but it just, I'm trying to support someone local, and our local person just, it's hard because when someone owns a store, they buy the fabrics that they think are appealing. So I usually get a lot of my fabrics either from Fabric Shoppe or Stitch Supply Co. and call it a day. Happy birthday. I know, that's awesome. Yes. Like So Sweetness cork to me is like the best. And the reason why is because she sells it at a fair price and the shipping is ridiculous. Like I always want to message her and be like, did you get the shipping wrong? Like it doesn't feel like it's right. Um she ships fast. Like her and her family really ship fast. Oh, that is so sweet. That's awesome. That's so I cannot wait for the retreat. Like I'm trying to I'm trying to save all my coins so I can go to Tandy Leather and be like, I want this. I want this. I'm like really excited. That plane ride is hilarious because I literally go up in the air for 45 minutes and I land. So they were like, there's no snacks or anything given during this time. I'm like, I'm cool. Let's just go up and down. And I don't know, I'm really excited about it. Because I like Kendall's like, are you gonna drive? I'm like, no, I'm gonna fly. Yes, her shipping notification is ridiculous. Like she ships the fastest. Like if I need cork fast, I'm gonna go to So Sweetness. If she doesn't have the color I want, I go to my handmade space because she ships pretty fast too, and she has a really nice color thing. Like she's my favorite place where I get orange cotton cork. I don't know why. And then her zipper tape matches the orange cork exactly. So if I need to buy zipper tape and I know I need to buy cork, I usually go to my handmade space because you can be like, oh, I want the navy blue cork, and she'll have the zipper tape and different like gunmetal silver or whatever exactly matching, and that makes my sewing spirit happy. I'm like, yes, I don't have to play. Does this match? I hate playing this match on with zippers. I literally hate it. You're like, I don't know. So I've been trying to do a lot of contrast zipper colors lately to get some of the zipper stash that I have that I don't use a lot to be seen and being used, because I swear to you, I think I use antique brass is like my favorite color in zippers. So I have it like in every color known to man. I suck with silver, and as much as I love silver, I have probably like 5 zippers that are weird colors with zipper coils. I need to work on my zipper in gold and rose gold game. I'm flying in that day, so I think the class starts around after 1. I'll be there at noon, and then I'm gonna take a Uber straight to the school. I think it's like only 16 miles away from the airport, which is again pretty good. Good morning in Virginia. Are you like us where like it's really chilly in the morning and then it's like 80 degrees at 2? And you're like, how did it get here? How did that get here? It'll be like 49 degrees in the morning and then you'll see ice on your car, and then you're like, oh, it's gonna be 82 degrees today. I don't feel like I use rose gold enough because I kind of consider myself a tomboy. Okay, I do have pinup Shinova, but there's like that's two different identities. I'm not pinup all every day. Most of the time, I'm wearing some kind of t-shirt that has something on it that I like, and I'm surprised I have my hair down. And this could be lazy because I can't find my corkscrew bobby pins. Which, if you don't know about them, Google them. They're life changers. I usually could just stick my hair up in a bun and screw this one bobby pin into my hair and it holds my hair all day without being tight or whatever. I'm just a tomboy, so I usually go for like colors that go that way, like the blacks, the browns, and I like coil. Coil colors are usually antique. I always have antique hardware. It's like my favorite way. I love rainbow, but I use antique the most. Even my zipper pulls. Rose gold seems really feminine, very classy, and it just somehow doesn't feel like me until someone requested, and then I'm like, I want to wear a pinup dress and sew this and be classy like this hardware. Oh, I know the antique silver. Who else has antique silver is Alchemax. I know she's having a retail sale soon, but hold on. My favorite color is the antique silver. That's what I get this in. So I get the magnets, and that's how I made the Catalina sling. Antique silver is the way to go. I wish somebody would have the whole like zipper pull, zipper tape, rivet, like the whole 9 yards in antique silver. I would be like, yes. Yes, it's hard to match rose gold. Like I feel like I'm only stuck to black and like browns and maybe pinks, but not all pinks. Because like if you go like that cork has like this hot color pink or that pearl pink, it does not look good with rose gold to me. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, right? Like 49 degrees. Oh, I need to like put my seat warmers on in my car. And then the next minute you're like, okay, I need to blast the air conditioning. It's like, why are you teasing me? Why are you making me? This is how people get sick. I'm wearing a sweater when I walk out, and then by the time I walk back outside, it's like 80 degrees and humid, and you're just like, yeah. No, the class on Friday, I believe, starts at around 1 because I fly in at 12. Unless she's opening it up early for everybody, that could be a possibility. Classy hardware class. Yeah, like whenever I do black, I usually that's my color I reach for is rose gold because it looks so elegant together. And if I'm doing like a pebble brown or whatnot, um, then I'll go rose gold. Yeah, but there, I gray is a really good color with it. Or there's this like a soft baby blue. Rose gold looks good at, but it's like I don't know. It's not there's not a huge variety. The reason why I like rainbow because rainbow goes with everything. And then that's the same thing with the antique. I feel like there's nothing that an antique brass doesn't go with. I use gold occasionally, but again, normally when I use gold, I'm using black because it looks really good contrasting together or navy blue. It has to be like a strong color to withstand gold. Okay, well, yeah, because I'm not just coming, I fly in at 12. That sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't like that. I really don't. Because normally around this time, of just like the week before Memorial Day, it's like 60s in the morning. So, like the rest of the summer is like that. We wake up at 60 or 70, and then it's 80 or 90 during the day, and it's cool. And then when the weather starts going back to fall, that's when our temperatures go in the 50s and so on. But like in the 40s, and then it's 82, you're just like, oh my God, that's such a height. And it's crazy to me because I feel like a couple weeks ago we were talking about how freezing it was. I don't know. But yeah, in case you didn't know, Emmeline Bags has a Mon thread. And I'm excited because I didn't know they had it. And I was really excited. I was like, yeah, I do like this magenta a lot. I'm probably going to be using that today. I'm not too sure about this gold. I'm going to use it. I think it will look good in a LSU bag. See? Or, like I said, X-Men. Like, this is what my brain goes with. But as gold itself, I just need to find something that is this exact color and thread so I can be happy. Because my favorite thing to do is to make straps match the hardware, like with the thread. This is the biggest bump ever. I don't see like where a spider bit me. It's like just I'll just continue with my Justin Bieber hair. Yeah. Well, there also, if you're looking for rose gold thread, I believe I want to say Saya Swags has it where it's like a rose gold. It doesn't look like it's rose gold, but then it comes out as it. It's a really weird color. Yeah, I have I buy thread in a lot of different colors because I like to contrast. But the number one color thread I use is white. Because it contrasts with everything. And my favorite weight with it is a 135. I haven't tried 210. I'm going to get a 210. I'm going to get some thread from Sunny Sewing. I love using 90 weight and above. I just like the way thick thread looks on a bag on the exterior. When I get to the interior, I'll just use a 70 weight, but I love a thick thread. I pretty much like yeah, I have a lot of grays. I have blacks. I haven't found my perfect pink and I have not found like my perfect blue. I have blues, but none of them ever really match any blue that I'm sewing. It's like the weirdest thing. I'm doomed too. I think so. I like well see the reason why I go for thicker thread, I just like the physical look of it. It looks more like someone hand sewed the thread like they do in vine like with leather. So I just like the physical look of it. But I've used it on cork all the time. I think the thickest I use is 135. Again, I have like four colors that are 210 or three colors. And they're like weird colors that you wouldn't use all the time, like a tan. I don't know why I did it. It was just there, and I was like, "Ooh," but I want to up my game for threads. I would like to like at least have by the end of this year like 10 135 and then at least four more 210. The 210 is a bigger eye for the needle, so the needle's bigger. So this is one of the reasons why I don't use it as much is because I can kind of get away with 135 being the same needle as a 90. So that is something to take in consideration because if the stitching is not coming out right, it could be because the eye is not wide enough for the thread and it's not catching the bobbin. With that being said, when I do 210, I usually have 70 weight in my bobbin. I don't have it in both. I haven't tried both of them on the free arm. I'm pretty sure that will go easy breezy. But I will try soon. Yeah, I think so. I promise you, everyone that has like a 5550 or that QVP mini, everyone could put 70 weight thread. But me, I can't. I've tried to put 70 weight in this 5550 like 100 different times. On Mon, I tried to do like Saya Swags. I have done everyone. My machine over there hates 70 weight thread with a passion. Like even if I put 40 weight in the bobbin, it doesn't go. And like Monica and I have the same exact machine, and she's able to put 70 weight in both the top and the bobbin. I really do believe that machines have their own personality. Like, because the 1541S is the same essential machine as the 1341S, except one has a free arm and one doesn't. I'm able to put so much thicker thread in the 1341 than I am on the 1541. It could be me too. I don't know. Yes, it is a really weird thing. And I tried different needles. I've talked to Steve from Sewing Gold, and I've tried rethreading it, trying different spool tactics, and it was just like I just gave up. I'm like, that machine takes 40 weight. And hear me out. This is my happy space. Either having really thick thread or really thin in smaller stitches. So I'm hopping over to the 5550 all the time because I like really small stitches. Don't ask. Because someone asked me the other day, like, what is your machine on your what is your stitch length on? I'm like, I'm at 4.5. And they're like, what? On both machines, both heavy duty machines, I'm at a 4.5. I like small stitches. I don't know why. I literally don't know why. And I know everyone's like, oh, you'll perforate your back. I have not had that happen to me. Knock on some wood. Yeah, I love T90. I don't know what it, and Sunny Sewing has a really good selection. Same with Superior Thread. I know somebody was telling me Wawac has um 90 weight and they have 135, and I'm definitely going to try that at the end of the month. I'm going to buy some from them and I'll report back on how great it is or not great. I have a weird thing like a lot of people in the sewing community likes the Selric thread through Amazon. I have a I have a 50/50 on it. All the blues and the grays and the greens, like the darker color pigments, do not shred. But you put pink, peach, orange, or white in my machine, they all like shred. Like they start going, like they'll have like one string sewing through and the rest like kind of rolls up on the thread. I have no idea what that is. It could possibly be color and the dyes. My other thread place I like to use is Sellrite when I order tape from them because they're the only people that have the 3/8 of an inch tape. My favorite tape to use during applique, but I believe their thread is a Mon as well. Yep, Gypsy, 100%. They all have their weird little quirks. You bought 21 colors of what? Of what? What did you buy? Did you get it from Saya? Because like she has a lot of colors. She when she comes out with new colors, I literally have to not look at her group because I'm like, I'm gonna buy everything. Yeah, that's why I went for this one because normally the purple the one I got from Saya Swags, is this one, I believe. Nope, no, it's not Saya. This one's a Mon too. I don't know where I got this one. This is the color I use all the time. It's really good, but you see how it has like blue tones? I Purple has blue to obviously my hair. The many colors my hair is changing. Purple has blue tones, but I wanted this is more cooler and I wanted to get something that was warmer. And these are both Amon. But this is how much thread I use. I bought this less than 2 months ago. These are both the same. I go through thread in my 90 weight in my 135s, I go through in a month because I use a lot of white thread, like a lot. And then the bobbins, they're ridiculous. Like I have to like wind 5 bobbins to do one bag. I wanted to try. See, I want to try the Wayback one so bad. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try them. Yeah, no, it's purple. It's it's a weird purple color. It's called it doesn't have a color on here. Why does this one have a color name? This one says straight up magenta. Okay. It's it's purple, I assure you. I think it's just a weird color. It's just I don't know. All the purples I'm picking. As you can tell, I like purple because like I have my clips are purple. The marking tool that you're not supposed to use, my permanent markers purple. I use this thing on everything. It doesn't bleed through for me. Yeah. Yeah, the Cellric one, I don't know why like I was so happy because I'm like, Cellric, yeah, $6 thread, $10 threads, right? And then it's Amazon, so you get it within 2 days. The darker colors work. The lighter ones, it just shreds. It does this annoying thing where it somehow unravels and it's sewing with one string and all the other strings are like scrunching up. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And then you're like, I don't know. Then I had to bust out the seam ripper and then I'm upset. Yeah, hold something up with it blue. Okay, hold on. There. This is from Bags by Kate, Bling Bags and Hardware. I think this is Fireweed Stitch. I have a rainbow one and it's just like gone. Like we redo the whole room and I'm like, where's my rainbow one? See? I know it looks like it's blue, but it's not. All my purple stuff is really bright and shiny. I was like, this is not helping out my case. It's apparently I just like really bright colors. But yeah, I use this purple on everything. And okay, so the last four digits of the Amon, because all the Amon 70 weight starts with 4443, and then if you look up this one dash 0579, you'll see it's purple, and this one is 0157. So, but they have a gang of different color purples. Like I found a place that I'm looking for also pastel colors because why not? And I'm not finding it a lot of places. There has to be pastel 90 weight or 70 weight thread colors. That's what I'm looking for. So if anyone's watching and they're coming out with threads, how about we make a pastel color line? I guarantee you're going to get a slew full of people that want to buy it. Because like there's not really that many there's light soft colors, but not like mint green pastel colors and color baby seafoam blue. It's I'm trying like it's just no point. I promise you it's like a cool purple. Okay, so you had it with celery. Okay, so it's just not me. Because like I know there's a lot of people that swear by it and I don't ever want to say anything negative about it because what works for someone else may not work for you, but I was really I learned one lesson and it was a powerful lesson to buy one thread to see if your machine likes it. And if it doesn't, then no harm, no foul. So when I got the cell rec, I literally bought $100 worth. So I had like 10 and I'm like super excited. I still have those 10 from like 5 years ago. I rarely use them. I do use them. The darker ones are fine. And what I do for the lighter ones is when I am hand basting something, I use that. Because I won't. That's what I do. But yeah, my machines hate it. Both of them. Yes, I have a couple. I have their one that goes to black, white, and gray. That is my favorite variant thread they have. I want to get the Hocus Pocus one just because it's Hocus Pocus, but I do like the colors. Yeah, real red is really hard. You're absolutely right. Like all my reds look burgundy. Like not one of them look like, oh, I was like, I want Marilyn Monroe red lips as my thing. Yeah, but I'm forever looking for perfect colors. So pastel colors are the ones I'm on the hunt for, and red, as well as a gold that actually looks like gold hardware. And I'm always looking for more because when you get the higher the thread count you get, the less selection. So 135 has extremely less than 90, and so on and so forth. 90 has less than 70 weight, and 70 weight has less selection than 40 weight. So it gets kind of harder to find and see who's coming out with threads. I use 40 weight on I use it depends. If I'm making clothes, I do use polyester. I know that's a no-no. I just feel like when I'm making my vintage clothes, sometimes it can get a little rough because I'm putting bone in it. So I use Waywack 40 weight in both on both things. I sometimes use 70 weight, but I usually have to do a separate spool, have a net, and then I kind of have sewer's aid like it's going through where is it? It's going through a sewer's aid. Oh. All right. So these little things I fill up with sewer's aid, and then when you thread it, you put your thread through here and it's constantly getting lubricated. Like I told you, I try a lot of stuff. And this is what I put on my Bernina as well as my 5550 if I'm dealing with a finicky thread that does not want to cooperate. But most of the time I'm just using 40 weight thread. I use 40 weight thread to make wallets, bags all the time. It's just depending on what I want. And I'm 100% if an industrial machine had the same stitch as a Bernina, I would buy that machine in a heartbeat because like the Bernina stitches are, oh god, chef kiss. Yeah, I only use mostly 40 weight. 70 weight, I would usually use a thinner. There's different there. I feel like cloaks and carts thread is visibly thinner 40 weight than Waywack. I know that sounds weird. They both say 40 weight, so I'll go for a thinner one on my bobbin and then do a 70 weight on the top, and then I use a bigger needle eye, and then sewer's aid. My favorite. I just caught these with my thigh. So I have these on all machines. Yeah, see, they have lubricant at Waywack too. It does help. It really does help because I think sometimes we're not realizing that the threads can get dried out, or like if you live in an area that like has no humidity or humidity, your thread can act a little wonky. But for this one's 40 weight thread, but it's visibly thinner. It's visibly thinner than Waywax. Hold on. So this is Waywax. Can you even see that? Okay. This is Waywax. This is Cloaks and Carts. It's thinner. It's not the color. They're both 40 weight threads. So I've learned how to get like Cloaks and Carts and just like cheaper than Waywack or thinner thread. And then I'll just do a 40 weight on top with Waywack. As you can see, I'm reaching across my machine that I use these two on to actually make the Jane wallet. Because I didn't have a yellow, because I was trying to find yellow for like the Starry Night, but nobody was going to notice with the orange. So nobody would notice. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm happy that you're part of the live. Okay, so Sewer Aid actually has like a lot of things you can use it for. One, you can use it on your hands. I know this sounds weird, but there's all these when you look at just type in Sewer Aid in the YouTube thing or look up vlogs. A lot of people put it on their hands if they're dealing with sticky fabrics, and it's not bad for your hands. It actually moisturizes your hand, and it's for thread. Sometimes you can put like a couple drops on an actual spool of thread, and it just helps the less shredding, less friction, or less work. Like, have you ever seen one of your threads and it looks like all these little hairs and fibers are out? It helps prevent that. I don't do drops directly on my thread because I'm a klutz. I don't do drops directly on my thread because it may not evenly distribute it, and that, knowing my luck, it probably happens that way. So I went to, where did I get that? I think you can get them at Waywack, those Sewer Aid scenes, or Cutex, Cutex. They're they're very active in So Creative bag making group. And you can get them anywhere. You fill it up with like sewing lube, and you kind of just like thread your machine as normal. It's just another thing that goes through, and it like evenly distributes some kind of a little bit of oil through the thread, so it goes through your machine easier. You also can put it on the bottom of your sewing feet if you're going through top stitching like sticky fabric. It helps glide it through. It has like a lot of weird things you can use it for, and it helps tremendously. It's a good trick to have in your sewing stash. But I think it's Cutex. I'm not too sure. I want to say, I'm not too sure. on. I'm trying to figure out the word because it's been a while. Of course, I can't find it on spot. Yeah, it's just like it's a like a little can that you can just it just makes the oil go evenly. But if you don't have that, if you just get Sour Aid by itself, you can put it like on your needle. If it's something that if it gums up really easily, it can help prevent your needle to get sticky and have DSD gummed up on it. It's a really old trick that a lot of people have used for a long time. Like I remember seeing Sour Aid when my grandmother was alive and I was little helping her. So it's just it's a weird it really does when they call it sewing aid, it truly is because you use it for multiple reasons. And I used to use it a lot on like vinyls that were sticky, like a glitter vinyls in my Bernina, and it will just help let it slide. Like if I knew I had this to stitch, I would put like a drop on my fingers and rub it on the top stitching before a top stitch, and it just slides and it doesn't stick. Oh, I hate that. See, I hate when you find a really cool like red and there's something else that's not working with it. It just, I don't know. Um, it could. I always tell people to do a patch test, because you're not like squirting the whole bottle onto your needle. Like you would put like a drop on your finger and rub it on your needle, and then I would do a patch test with a piece of scrap to see if it transfers. But I have literally put it on my needles, even on my bigger machines, because like I use like a lot of DST. Let's say I'm like doing a binding and I use a lot, I never seen it transfer onto twill tape, but that could be because I don't put a lot on it, but I definitely you have to it's test and go for you. So that's why I always believe in having test sandwiches no matter how many times you have it in the bag, because you might be do something a little bit different and it can be frustrating if something bad happens. I'm trying to find the little tank thing. I'm just not. um. Hmm. So yeah, if I find it, then I will bring it tomorrow and put a link in so you guys can see where you can get that at. I get my Sewer's Aid at, I think, Pet too. I'm not. I use a big bottle can last you like years. Okay, hold on. I think I found it. They also have like really cool hardware, like not hardware, but like tools, like pliers, and they're in New Jersey and they ship really fast. Hold on. Let's see if I can put the link to them. This is where I get a lot of my Lily White sewing oil, my Sewer's Aid, and I get a lot of different supplies. I actually found out of them from Creative Bag Making on Facebook, and they have a lot of stuff. They also have a lot of bag feet, not be hand bag, not bag feet, but machine feet. But I was not. I will when I find out. If I once I find the actual link, I'll post it in the group or bring it in tomorrow. But I think I got everything through them. I get a lot of my skinny feet things from them. They ship really really fast. Like yeah, I get my Lily White I get here. It's $24 a gallon. You can get motor like they have like you can get the actual Juki oil through them, everything. And this is where I get most of my stuff for maintenance of my machine. And there you go. Oh, here it is. There you go. The magnet lubricator. Okay, yeah. The lubricator. So I'll throw this link in real quick. Yeah, I knew I got it from them. I just never remember the store's name until I start like searching hardcore for it. But yeah, they're where I get a lot of supplies from, and they ship incredibly fast. Like if you order something today, chances they'll go out today. Um, they're in New Jersey, and they have a lot of information, like a lot of cool stuff, and they're very knowledgeable. But yeah, I get my Sewers Aid like lubricator through them, and I get my Sewers Aid like in a smaller bottle, and my Lily White oil for my machine. They have like really cool brushes and just like really cool stuff to help you with the maintenance of your machine. You're welcome. So yeah, I'm going to be starting on my terracotta from Country Cow, and I'm excited because I'm trying to do some piping with it, and hopefully you guys will probably see the back sooner than later because if I'm not mistaken, I think Back Stitches Round opens up on Monday, so there will be teasers if you're in the group and on Facebook and on Instagram really soon. There are already some, so hopefully I'll be able to show you some of the work later on this week so that you can see, and if it's a fabric that you like, then you could definitely get it from them. There's no affiliate link. They're just a really cool group to work with and so for. And they have all their own original art. That is really important to me. I don't want no offense to people that don't have it. I just like when people have it and it's their art so you can get their interpretations versus like, grabbing pictures on the internet and whatnot. Because that happens too. And sometimes it's really cool to have that. I just really appreciate original art. Like, you don't want to even see me at Comic-Con. Like I'm always at artists' table buying whatever artwork they can because I love seeing different people's interpretations. So that will be all, my friends, and I hope everyone has a really good day and happy sewing and stay safe, okay? See you tomorrow. Bye.